Welcome back to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me at the market site in Times Square, we have Samantha Ho. She's the Chief Investment Officer at Altus Capital. We're going to learn more about the greater development of Chinese markets. It's great to have you with us. Thanks for joining us at Market Site. Now, tell us more about the greater China markets. It's China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan, how they've evolved and your outlook around that.
Oh, wow, we have come a long way. I mean, I started to look at the market in 1989. That was 30 years ago. In those years, we could only buy China through Hong Kong companies because the market was just open, so we could actually buy Hong Kong companies which invested in China. But these days, you can actually buy directly. There are so many Chinese stocks available in the stock market. Industry-wise, we have evolved from manufacturing now. We have service industry. We have all kinds of companies that are available. Ranging from state-owned enterprises, red chips, shares, and now we have private enterprises. So it's a big market, it's a big pool of market you can buy now.
Yeah, I mean, we list many of the Chinese stocks on the Nasdaq stock market, so
yes.
we've seen a number of them cycle through here. So it sounds as if the markets and the economies overall are really robust and continue to be on that trend.
Well, I believe so, but then after a long, strong growth, a long period of strong growth, I guess we are actually trying to consolidate a little bit. Remember that in those days we had 8% growth, GDP growth. Now we're talking about 6 to 6.5. Of course, some people think that, wow, it's much slower, but imagine it was tiny, and now it's big. You can't have 8% for the rest of your life. So you just have to have slowing down, consolidation, and try to reshape the economy and the market as well.
I mean, 6 to 7% GDP growth is still a fantastic number.
I agree
Growth
with
is
you.
growth.
Yes, growth is growth.
So are you seeing a big appetite with Chinese investors in terms of wanting to get into the stock market and trade and invest like we do in the U.S.?
Oh, definitely. In China, for the local people, they don't have much of investment vehicles. I mean, stock market is one of the things that they would like to get involved. But of course, they have to be more educated, more sophisticated to understand what they can buy, what they should not be buying. So it's a long way. Unlike the US, you have got a long history of individual investors buying the stock market.
Right. Well, and your outlook for that, do you think the industry will continue to develop tools and platforms for retail investors?
Definitely. But it's a trial and error thing. It's going to be a long way. There'll be things that they try to move on, they will try to develop, but it's like a baby step because it's getting so big.
All right. Thank you so much, Samantha, for joining us at Market Site. And thank you for joining me on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq.